Welcome back to the ERL Indycar Series, everybody. Bastian Tan on pole from Awful Catfish and Takeyoshi Nishimoto. Championship leader Daf Sanchez starts fourth from Casanova Cornwell, Carlos Fernandez, and Guillermo Perez. Then it starting eighth from Magic and Alex Kvyat. The Ukrainian is followed by Lithuanians Zach Sheeton. Then it's the Junior Motorsports Duo, Montauk 9 and Joshua Spence, followed by Scotto Copter, Rainer Cirulis, and Davi Circurera. Silky starts 17th from Inocu and Kushma third, and running out the top 20 is Dominic Vanslav. Then it's Mario Kloske, Arnold Yu, Tommy Yu, and Victor Levi. The halfway mark in this ERL IndyCar Series sees us in Dallas, Texas. Ed Compton Racing looking for a win as all five lights go on. And we are underway. It's a good getaway there from both of the hyperdrives, but you just saw there Takeyoshi Nishimoto entering a different gear, almost running into the side of Bastian Tan as they come out of turn number one, where they've kept it all clear. Catfish just didn't look like he got a great second phase of the start as rising up the hill. You saw there the 18 dip a wheel onto the grass. This is helping the 18's title challenge if he could take the lead on the opening lap. From third on the grid, he's touched him and into the wall they go! Cornwell takes the lead! The cautions come out on the opening lap, and Bastian Tan and Takeyoshi Nishimoto both out of the race. And this now puts Goodhart Racing in a sandwich of the entire grid, by the way. But I think the more important takeaway from that wreck is what could happen come Indianapolis, because remember, this has just been brought in from the ERL. They're allowing the top three in kart to drive at Indy, but it will mean that the bottom three in the IRL will not be able to compete. Ed Carpenter Racing finds themselves in that scenario, as does Power Motorsport and X44. And X44 is not a team I'd expect there, as, oh, another caution, it's for Joshua Spence! And he spun it round down it in the middle of the second sector there. Front wing damage for the 83 of Zach Sheeton, as another full course yellow has come out on lap 1. It's the longest lap on the calendar, and as a result, only 11 run here in the Lone Star State. And my oh my, this could be a long day. Daf Sanchez didn't get a great qualifying. The fact that he's now on the back of his teammate and fighting for the top three positions on the podium is just where Hyperdrive doesn't just need one of their cars, they need both of their cars up there as we go on to lap 2. Here comes the 72, can't get past Awful Catfish, as, oh, I thought that was a move coming on for the 2 there as they head down the hill. You can see Star latching onto the back of this leading pack for Forsyth Racing, who look absolutely rapid at some points throughout the season. But it's a 24 of Casanova Cornwell, the Englishman blasting away, as there goes Sanchez up into second position. Both of the hyperdrives running off the road there, which is something that we've already seen once today, not ending well, but at the very least there was no contact made, as the two Power Motorsport drivers find themselves very close together on the road. Moncloud 9 with a 5-second time penalty running into the back of our Scotto Copter there. X44 Racing, as I've already mentioned, bottom of the Constructors' Championship as Moncloud is in the wall there, and that's with a Scotto. That is hard in the wall, and they are both out of the race on lap 2. Rainer Cirulis will move up to 9th for that. Panther Racing, currently 7th in the Constructors' Championship. This is where everything just begins to get a little more concerning for the teams at around this moment, because now everyone knows how quick everyone else is. The pecking order is not going to change too much, and also, by the way, guys, big margin between the two Menard cars in 6th and 7th as we go green again. Perez on the back of the leading pack, Magic creating his own pack, it seems. In comes race leader Casanova Cornwell, who has yet to win a race since leaving the FG series. Guillermo Perez with the fastest lap, as you can see Fernandez on the back of Awful Catfish, the season 22 formerly champion, now dueling away with that 37 rising up the hill. using some push to pass up the hill as well. Cloquet with a 5-second time penalty on the back of Davy Carrera. And there's the launch into the wall. Almost for Awful Catfish, who manages to hold on to the race lead, but surely has damage to the side of that hyperdrive racing car. And Carlos isn't done, almost running to the back of him. He's looking for the best place to get a run on the former League Series champion. But as it stands, Catfish doing exactly what he needs for his team, holding on to the race lead and setting a blistering second sector as well, considering the age of those soft compound tires and the fact that he was literally ran into. Carrera with a 5-second time penalty as there goes Carlos Fernandez to the lead in Dallas. Victor Levi in 11th place with the fastest second sector of anybody. He right on board with Mario Kloske on the back of the Power Motorsport car. Well, he used to be on the back. What an exit coming out of that third to last corner. Alex Kvyat staying out with 4-lap old soft compound tires. He now leads for AJ Foyt Racing, who are second in the Constructors' Championship, yet to win a race all season long. But of all the rookies in the field, you have to say it is Kvyat who has impressed most. Levi and countryman Davy Carrera fighting over 4th place. That fight seems to be over as there goes the rookie in the 7 car. And the Power Motorsport behind, unable to challenge. Might just be because the mediums are no longer giving him that bite. As, oh, that's a big one! Both Team Menard cars in the wall. And it's last time out race winner Magic out of the race on lap 4 of 11. There goes any hopes of overtaking AJ Foyt in the Constructors today, it seems. Look at the state of Kvyat's tires. About 15% heading into the final sector. I think he's going to make it to pit lane at the very least, but it's going to be a very big challenger. At least he can say that this is just a very short sector on the track as there goes Cerulis. The moment we go green, the Panther pounces on the race lead. He's going to have to be wary of Kush Mathur in the 48 right behind him, coming through the bus stop chicane. And on to lap 5 of 11 we go. Kvyat shortly coming down into the pits, and yes, he does. There goes the 48 to the lead with 6 to go. Kush Mathur for X44 Racing. Yes, he's yet to make a pit stop, but this team needs some pace underneath them. And leading by the midway point of this race is all of the momentum that they're going to need, but they ran out of it. Cerulis gets by. That was just perfect timing for push to pass then for the number 16 from Latvia, as this is the real fight for the lead. Cornwell almost into the side of Catfish then, holding on to third by a strand of hair. There goes the Malaysian. Past the 24 again, we go on board with Casanova. Losing ground to Awful Catfish again. Seems as if the 2 car is gonna hold on to the net race lead. Might even be able to catch up to Cerulis and Mathur if he's got the pace underneath them. In any case, they'll both be down into the pits very soon. And Davy Carrera also out of the race. Now, when did that happen? I think that must have been under the prior caution period, as in come Cerulis and Mathur. Cornwell passed by Daf Sanchez, so it's a 1-2 for Hyperdrive Racing. Soft's not looking too good, but that is the strategy that they've opted for as Star runs into the side of Casanova Cornwell. Hyperdrive Racing are looking at a 2-stop affair today. And while they're able to push their tyres more, is track position going to be the more important factor in today's race? I personally think that track position is going to be very important. Kvyat up in 10th place was leading earlier on, and on a set of hard compound tyres that are 1 lap old. With 5 to go, he could try and push for 6 laps. And oh, Victor Levi! Is that him who's had an issue there? No. But there are yellows. It's for Tommy Yu. Tommy Yu with front wing damage. As we go green again. Front wing damage there for the 45. Coming down through the part of the track where you need downforce the most. He loses the rear and is out of the race. Out goes the 45 of Tommy Yu. And his Meyershank Racing team looking for every point that they can get. Currently 9th in the championship. 8 points off of Goodhart. 2 points up on Ed Carpenter. 2 points, that's all it is. That's allowing them to compete in Indianapolis come season's end. But there are still 6 races after this. Catfish comes into the pits. Also in, that's Casanova. Surely he had 3 more laps in those tyres at least. Daf Sanchez goes on to lap 7 of 11. And yeah, as I said, Kvyat now up into 2nd again, holding off Dominic Vancelau and Arnold Yu. Mario Kloske also in that little gaggle of cars that you can see on your screen, rising up the hill on board with that number 14. And how comfortable is he up there? I don't think he's too comfortable at all. Arnold Yu is giving him a real run for his money. As they now come through Sector 2. They're almost touching wheels as they come through this fast medium speed corner. Arnold takes 2nd and Kloske almost took 3rd there. Looked as if he could have taken both wheels off of his front end there. And for this Belgian driver, he is relishing being up here in the top 5. It was very quick driving for Trackhouse Racing in Chapcar. Now with Panther and Indycar. The team currently 7th in points. Oh, that's a slow-moving Daf Sanchez, who has suffered a full car puncture on lap 7. That's a championship leader hit by his teammates. And Kloske and Vancelau are also out of the race. Full course yellows on lap 7. And everything changes. Not in the Drivers' Championship, though, unless you're Alex Kvyat. Because in that case, you have just taken the race lead with 3 to go. Arnold Yu and Kush Mathur are both into the pits. They're taking the opportunity with open arms. In come both hyperdrives, forced to do a double stack there. Catfish running into the back of his teammate. And with that 5-second time penalty that the Malaysian has been handed, that pit stop should have gone a lot faster. They're going to find themselves at the very back of the pack. 12th, 13th, possibly even 14th for the man who came into this race leading the championship. At the very least, Nishimoto, who was 10 points off coming into this race, out. Catfish and Kvyat, who are tied in 3rd, 27 points off. His championship lead is currently safe, but it's gonna get whittled down by a rookie who leads as the cautions come out for Cerulis and Levi. Victor Levi and Rainer Cerulis both out of the race at the corner that we're about to come up with. Cornwell is in front of his teammate. Yeah, in the wall hard there. I think this could be the best race for Goodhart Racing as it stands. They've got good tyres with those mediums. There's a very, very big possibility of them taking a 1-2 today, but they need to defend as we're about to go green again. Only 3 laps. 3 laps to decide a race winner. 10 seconds to margin out in front though for Kvyat, who needed that caution to last quite a bit longer. The two good hearts going side by side as they rise up the hill. Arnold looking for a lunge into the bus stop. Can he get it done? Well, he closes in, but he can't get the pass done at all. On to lap 9. 2 to go from Dallas, Texas. In a race where every single prediction of a race winner has already gone up in smoke with 12 cars. Only in this race with 2 to go, the two good hearts giving us a real show. In terms of the battle for the final 2 positions on the podium, we've got to shout out Enoch Yu as well. Hasn't done too well in the early stages of this season, but now fighting up in the top 5. You've got to finish a race to score points after all, no matter how quick you are. And that's a story that Cornwell knows way too well. Surely he's been one of the quickest drivers all season long. But in terms of bringing it to the checkered flag, he's found that part quite difficult, just down to how competitive this championship is. As you can see, Kush Mathur trying to close up to Star in front of him. A real shooting star for Forsyth Racing. As here comes the 48. Right up close and personal as Zach Sheeden's dropped behind both Perez and Sanchez, likely down to a pit stop. Sanchez has overtaken Guillermo Perez though. So both hyperdrives now up in the points. Here comes Kush Mathur. They touch wheels, but that is 6th place as we begin the penultimate lap of this race. Alex Kvyat is being caught by both of the Good Heart Racing drivers. Mathur there with a 5-second time penalty that will surely drop him out of the top 7. Or drop to 8th as it stands as he rises up the hill. Arnold Yu up in 2nd place. Fresher tyres than his teammate. Could he go for a first career race win? In that number 25. Well, his older brother Enoch has taken a race win already in the Indycar series, so maybe Arnold's thinking, let's keep it in the family. It's the race lead as Kvyat has a 5-second time penalty colliding with the rear of the number 25. And with a 2-second margin out in front, it's a Good Heart Racing victory. Surely at this stage, Cornwell looking for a way to get past the Ukrainian in front. Fernandez trying to hold off Kush Mathur, who's looming large in his mirrors. There goes Cornwell, there goes Mathur as well. It is a 1-2, as here comes the 48, up into the bus stop. They're closing on into Arnold as they're touching wheels like never before, coming through the chicane to begin the final lap here in Dallas, Texas. Arnold Yu going for his first career ERL race win in his first season ever in the ERL. Kush Mathur trying to hold off Casanova Cornwell, who has shown no pace going up the hill there with those worn to hell and back medium compound tyres. It would be a miracle if he could even get it to the checker as it stands. Kush Mathur is trying to close up and at least deny Arnold on the road this race win as the cautions come out down in Sector 2. It's a backwards facing Alex Kvyat with a full car puncture. He dropped out of the race for the win. Oh, dearie me. Out of the race there for Alex Kvyat, and that is gonna seal it for Arnold Yu and Good Heart Racing. Well, you want to talk upset of all upsets? This must be one of the most opportunistic families in the ERL as we go green again. No one would have expected it. No one would have believed it, starting near the back of the pack. But Good Heart Racing showing the pace of their equipment as Zach Sheeden is out of the race as his teammate Star has a full car puncture. It will be the 25 of Arnold Yu writing his name into the history books of the ERL. coming to the line in Dallas, Texas. It is Arnold Yu with the win in round 6 of the IndyCar Series. And as the cautions end, it will not be a 1-2 for Goodhart. Mather will take home a magnificent second place. And for so many of the title contenders, this is going to be one of those races where they will think back to it and think, what could have been? Will Perez get star on the line here? I think he might. He will. Here is your podium, everybody. Arnold Yu from Hong Kong. Well, that means that every Hong Kong driver in the ERL has taken a race win. That's a very interesting statistic, and I think it's the only country that has that distinction. But with a race with only 10 finishes, both of the Goodhart find themselves on the podium. Kush Mather for X44 coming home with a second place. And the official finishing order and championship results will come right after this. And here is your official finishing order. Arnold Yu taking home his first ever ERL race win from Kush Mather and Casanova Cornwell. Then it's Enoch Yu, Arthur Catfish, Silky, Daph Sanchez, Carlos Fernandez, Star, and Guillermo Perez, the only drivers to see the checkered flag, and the ERL ruling that the free car was not in front of the number 6 Forsyth car by the checkered flag. And with that actually changes quite a lot in the Drivers' Championship then. Daph Sanchez still at the head of the pack, but now Awful Catfish stating his claim to second place. Takeuchi Nishimoto third from Alex Kvyat, and Magic, the top 4, all within a shot of the championship lead after next time out. Arnold Yu now up in 6th in front of teammate Casanova Cornwell. Then it's Joshua Spence, Star, Silky, Kush Mather, Zach Sheeden, Mario Kloske, Cerulis, Perez, Enoch Yu, Bastian Tan, Dominic Vancelau, Tommy Yu, Davy Circarera, Mark Cloud9, Victor Levi, Carlos Fernandez, and Ascaro Copter, the 24 drivers in the championship. The Constructors' Championship, after this race, definitely shaking up and helping Goodhart Racing quite a bit after their double podium, the first time that they've had that in IndyCar rather. Hyperdrive lead the way from AJ Foyt and Goodhart. Team Menard is 4th from Colin Buzz, Team Forsyth, Junior Motorsports, Panther Racing, and X44, who lead that tie for 9th with that second place. That means that as it stands, Power Motorsport, Meyer Shank Racing, and Ed Carpenter Racing will not be in the Indy 500. Reminder that there is now a merch store here on this channel. The Champ Car World Series race will be up next. Thank you so much for watching this presentation of the ERL IndyCar Series, and we will see you guys next time when the ERL returns.